9:10. Now, it's been a difficult week for the sport of boxing. Questions again being raised about safety following the death of the Scottish fighter Mike Towell. And of course, those comments by Tyson Fury that again have put the spotlight on mental health within the sport.
Well, in a moment, we'll be joined by Nicola Adams, Britain's most successful female boxer. But first, Breakfast's Jane McCubbin went to meet her as she encouraged more girls from diverse backgrounds to get into the sport.
Olympian, world, European champion.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
You know you might get mobbed inside.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Sure.
Breakfast brings Nicola Adams to Moss Side in Manchester
A mean face for the camera.
to see just how much she's helped change boxing for women and girls.
Is it good to see so many girls here?
Yeah, it is. It's great. I'm hoping to see some of these in the future as well. Coming through, European champions. Yeah.
Is this just like the place you learnt in?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But was there this many girls
No,
there
it
back
wasn't.
then?
Back then, I was the only girl in the gym.
And 3 years ago, there was only one girl here.
4.
But then came the 2012 Olympics and everything
There we
changed.
go.
And it's all because of you in 2012.
It's crazy when I think about that actually. But it's nice and it's an honour to be looked up to in such a way. Hi, how you doing?
Larry wants to tell you something.
Yeah.
I took up boxing because of you.
Oh, it's wicked.
Yeah.
Have you had any competitions yet?
I was really inspired by her and I wanted to be like her. And I wanted to really train hard and show everyone what girls can do.
Inspiration in action. But what's next for this girl? A bit of acting. Just what? Her lips are sealed. Jane McCubbin, BBC News.
She's here now. Nicola Adams joins us on the sofa. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
There's a bit of acting.
Yeah, I've got a lot of things lined up. Bit of acting, obviously some boxing. Who knows? I might be sat on the sofa where you are doing a bit of TV presenting as well.
Can you tell us about the acting? A little bit. Can you give us a clue?
No. My lips are sealed at the
TV
moment.
or movies?
I can't say.
Tantalising.
Yeah.
Doctor Who?
I honestly I can't say, but you'll be the first to know. I'll come back. And
Oh, okay. It's a deal. It's a deal.
Yeah.
It's fantastic seeing you with those young people. You just see in their faces how much they were getting from being with you. What do you get from being with them?
Oh, it really just lights up my world. Just going into a boxing club and seeing the girls and boys and just enjoying the sport. And I think I'd have loved to have had like my hero go to my boxing gym. I'd be like, oh my God, it's so inspiring for them. It'd been inspiring for me as well. And I think it really does motivate you to do more and train hard. And I was so impressed with the girls and the training they were doing. They've got some good prospects. I think if I was going to be in amateur boxing for another 20 years, I'd be quite worried.
You say it's really important to have female role models in the sport like this. But what I find interesting is when you first started out, there wasn't really any of that. And when you went into your boxing club, you were just treated like anyone else, like any one of the other lads there in the gym, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. That was one thing the coach said to me. He says there is no girls and boys. You're all boxers. When you come into my gym, and I've got one rule: you all listen to me. So I was like, yeah, cool. I was fine with that.
You tell how important it is for you to do this kind of outreach stuff and motivational stuff with young people. I mean, it'd be very easy for you to go home and get the sponsorship and get the big deals and the acting jobs and stuff. But you desperately want to keep in touch with grassroots and encouraging that next generation.
Yeah, I do definitely, because when I was growing up and in boxing when I was younger, there wasn't a female Olympic champion that I could look up to and say, yeah, like this is what I want to do. And my hero was Muhammad Ali. But it's nice to think that now as well, there's actually a path, there's actually a road to follow. There's a structure. You go from being a national champion to boxing for England, and then going on to boxing for GB and becoming an Olympic champion. Whereas when I was growing up and doing boxing, there was none of that. It wasn't even an Olympic sport until 2009. So it's nice to be able to see that I've paved the way, and there's a structure now for girls to follow.
The difficulty with this, I would think, is that for some parents watching, if they were looking at sports for their children to get into, and you look at some of the headlines surrounding boxing recently and the terrible tragic death of Mike Trowell, you're looking at the safety of the sport, plus someone like Tyson Fury, who perhaps isn't most parents' idea of a role model. Boxing has its challenges, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It has its challenges, but I think the good thing about amateur boxing and on Team GB, we have a really good setup. We have sports psychologists, nutritionists, doctors, physios. We have absolutely everything that you can think of. The full team, the full setup behind us. And I think that's one thing that sometimes we take for granted. And in professional boxing, there's not that kind of structure. You don't have sports psychologists that you can just, you can go talk to. There's not doctors that you can just go speak to. Everything's funded by you.
But does it upset you, though, that, I mean, for all the work you do, like we've just seen, you get headlines like this week, a death and the Tyson Fury headline. I mean, does that frustrate you? Does it disappoint you?
No, it's not disappointing. For me, it's just upsetting. Maybe it'd be nice if they had some kind of structure where they had someone they can go talk to and speak to when they have problems, or doctors to speak to. I think
within the sport.
Yeah, like we have on Team GB. We have doctors, physios, psychologists. We have absolutely everything. We don't really have that many issues and problems because of that. So maybe if there's some way they can set up a structure where they have that as well, I think it'd be a good positive move.
Interesting. Nicola, thank you so much for coming in, and
Thank you.
It was great to see you there in Moss Side yesterday. Brilliant stuff. Thanks.
Cool.